welcome to the first episode of West Park TV. I'm sat here with Matt Cousins, the first team captain. So how are you, Matt?
Not too bad, thanks, Tom.
No problem. Listen, how old are you?
26.
Really? Because
26 now.
we've heard a few of the boys calling you 40-20.
Yeah, that's something to do with her by any chance.
Because you're 20 but you look 40.
No, that's something to do with going great 19.
Right, tell us a bit about yourself, mate.
Newly appointed West Park captain as of last year. Came up here at 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
Played under the Warriors, West Park Warriors for a few years. Enjoyed that. First taste of open age rugby.
Learn your trade
Learned
under
the
the old
trade
guys.
outside Cali and Richard Chesworth. Taught me everything he knew, unfortunately. Moved up to the first team for when the Warriors disbanded. Spent 6 to 8 months there and then moved on money grabbing to Sale FC.
Money grabbing
After stash. Didn't get any.
Very good. So how old are you now?
26.
So he's been here about 10, 11 years.
10, 11 years, yeah. Well, minus
Manage a year out. You're
Yeah.
20 weeks.
20
As you
weeks,
call it.
yeah. So I spent 20 weeks playing and then the rest injured, unfortunately.
Right, well, let's start with the game against Warrington. What did you think about it? We obviously lost 15-12. It was a very close game. So let us know your thoughts about it.
Overall, it was impressive. It's hard to take too many positives from a defeat.
Yeah.
But newly into this league, losing bonus points off the mark.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, is it, to pick up those things?
It's not, no. It said the boys really dug in. Unfortunately, I was on the sideline injured again. Frustrating to watch, but so the character shown over 80 minutes was really impressive. A game that we probably didn't deserve to win, but definitely didn't deserve to lose.
No, it's good we got something out of it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, overall defensively we were outstanding. Our scramble defence was something we prided ourselves on.
Yeah, we saved a few, didn't we?
Yourself,
also made-
2 try savers.
Right, so last weekend, sadly we lost to Birkenhead Park, 62-12, I think the score was in the end. So tell me a bit about that game. You played the first 15 minutes yourself, I think, was that right?
15 minutes in, that's come off. I wish I lasted just as long in bed, but unfortunately it's an end of give out.
Yeah.
Probably should have made himself
Maybe come back a bit too early.
I did, should have given maybe like Sandrino, give us another option.
I'd never, honestly, if I was in charge of the team, the last thing I'd do is let Sandrino near a shirt.
That's a good point.
It's not something you want.
It's not.
Just
I don't like being
breeds tragic moments. Neither do I.
No, he said like the Birkenhead game was a bit of a humbling game against a National League team. They got relegated from National 3. I'm pretty sure they'll be bouncing back.
They've been there and done it before, haven't they? They really know the score.
Like we said, we were discussing before, talking about how they probably kept the course. Core players still there. It's testament to the guys at the club and also the players and love for the club.
Yeah, definitely. They're strong throughout. I think they've got 4 teams, maybe 5 teams playing.
Good setup. Like you said, very long running club, very organised.
It was always circled at the start of the year as a tough game, wasn't it?
Yeah. So second game, opening away fixture. I said probably got what we deserved at the game, in all honesty.
Yeah. So this weekend, what do we need to do right that we didn't do against Birkenhead Park?
I don't think it was lack of effort against Birkenhead Park. We never sort of crumbled or anything like that. But maybe showing a little bit too much respect to be more reactive as a proactive.
Yeah.
I felt that we were too laboured sometimes in the line-outs, but like our scrums once again was
just be a bit more clinical and.
Yeah, overall, I do think. Like I said, there were some good points, especially like John Page's performance.
Yeah, I've heard he had a really good game. Yeah.
I think you need to step up to any level. To be fair, he just seems to have that ability to do that.
Definitely. So this new season, we've brought on a new guy, Richard Phillips, in the coaching staff. How's it been having Richard on board? Because he's been there and got a lot of experience, and he's been up with some top level teams, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's showing already, especially like I said with the backs, predominantly working with them.
Yeah.
I know Danny Green gets a chubby on every time he sees him.
He does. He kisses his ass a bit, doesn't he?
Right up his ass, yeah, he loves it. But no, he's a nice guy, really approachable. He talks a hell of a lot of sense, and he said he's getting a lot of experience at the top level, and then he said bringing it down to our level, and it's only going to benefit not just the players, but the coaching staff and the club as a whole.
Yeah, that's right, and he seems to really fit in well with the dynamic of Woody and Colin and Steve Tickle and Phil, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He said all the guys love him, players as well. I think he nearly has Phil smiling, which is a surprise.
Nearly broke his face.
That's a record that he wants to mark down for a positive of the year.
Brilliant. Right, this weekend we played Burnage at home. Where do you think the game will be won?
It's going to take, again, another big test against the team coming down into our league.
Yeah.
Overall, I think I said our tight five worked brilliantly last week.
Yeah.
Bringing Jack
Really
in
stuck
this
in.
week brings a bit more. Brings something extra, certainly.
Oh, he's using the line out, isn't he?
He's a
tight
fit lad.
asset.
Gets around. He said he's 100% in all the time, Jack.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think building on last week, a bit more clinical. I said, and rather than showing a bit less respect, rather be more proactive.
Yeah, and get straight into them.
Yeah, from minute one.
Right, now we've done the serious talk. It's time to ask Matt a few questions that people might want answers to. So, first of all, what do you do for a job, Matt?
Manage bar.
You manage a bar. Which bar is that?
Bar Java in St. Thomas.
Very nice. It's very popular among a lot of people at the club, isn't it?
In the club and
The
throughout the
clientele.
town, yeah, it serves a purpose.
So, is Bar Java involved in the sponsorship side of things with West Park?
No, actually, we're going with this, Tom. It's not, no.
Really? Why is that?
It's just an avenue not explored yet. It's something I will be taking up with the owner.
Yeah, brilliant, because I've spent a lot of my wages in Bar Java, and I mean, how much is a gin and tonic?
Oh, I couldn't tell you off
I
live.
mean, surely you're a manager.
Nah, it's like you said, we don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of things like this, do we, Tom?
Right.
You fucker.
Right, you're on a desert island.
Right.
You can take three things. What are they?
How about
A powerboat,
sat now?
a sat nav.
Water.
Water.
Get me off the island.
We've got a genius on board here. Right, at the club, who's the worst trainer?
At the minute, Martin Kimberley.
Martin Kimberley. Why is that?
Loves a physio, loves a walk, certainly loves a moment.
He's been told.
He's been told.
Right, who's the biggest pest at the club?
Rubs. John Paul.
John Paul Redmond.
Yeah, well, don't stop at this club, probably any club.
Any club, any bar in
Anywhere.
town.
Just anywhere he's around.
Who's the longest in the showers?
Ron Muller by now.
By a country mile.
By now,
Settled.
somehow.
What do you like to do in your spare time, Matt?
Talk shit about the gym.
The gym?
Yeah, sometimes go to the gym.
Who do you train with? Ronald McDonald?
Certainly not you. No, I like training with Matty Potter every now and then.
Yeah.
He likes to keep the same body
Good stuff.
365 days of the year. Out of sport.
In the first game of the season, Paddy Lotnan took up the captaincy.
Mhm.
And since then, there's been rumours in the changing room, murmurs, people talking about stuff, saying Paddy is our leader. So, what have you got to say to the haters, Matt? Anything? Anything you want to put out there?
No, I'm bigger than that. No, he's a testament to Paddy and Paddy's attitude. He deserves the vice captain's job. Like I said, all last year, Rob Muller was our lead, and this year it's Paddy.
Very good. He handled that very well. I was expecting a little brain explosion
I
then.
thought it might come up to me first, so I've been prepping myself a lot.
Right, if you had to pick, which Potter would you have? Craig or Matt? Craig.
No, yeah, I'm not even discussing Craig.
1-0 to Craig Potter at the moment.
Not even close.
And if you could marry any girl in the world, who would it be?
Oh, that's obviously Sophie.
Well, that's funny because we asked Sophie if she could marry any bloke in the world, who would it be? And she said Widge.
She said, well, that's I don't blame her, to be fair, she's a catch.
That was unprompted.
I think Helen's got him on lockdown. Probably, yeah.
Right, we'll finish tonight with a short quiz. Hopefully we can ask every player a couple of questions every week and we can get a little leaderboard going. So to start off, the maiden voyage, Matt is going to be asked 5 questions. There's no time limit, but the quicker he answers, the better. Right, so you ready, Matt?
I'm ready to.
Question number 1. Who is England Rugby Union's most capped player?
Richard Hill.
Wrong. Jason Leonard.
Jason Leonard.
Name the 3 beers on tap at West Park without looking.
Coors Light, Foster's, and...
Wrong. It was Carling. How many medals has Team GB won in the Paralympics so far? Closest to the nearest 5. 101. Wrong again.
Wrong.
Who scored the final try in the playoff game against Bolton last year? Don Basley. Ding ding, he's got 1. And who won the Rugby Sevens in the Olympics? 2 out of 5.
So it's better than any other exam I've took. So
He might be our captain, but he's not the brains of the operation, that's for sure. Right, well, thanks very much to Matt for his time.
Thank you very much.
He's told me he's got plenty of autographs to go and sign, so he's going to be busy for the next 10 minutes to go. And we'll have somebody else here next week to do the same sort of thing, keep you occupied, and yeah, thanks very much.
Cheers, guys.